Functions, duties and responsibilities of an IIEE chapter officers.
The IIEE chapter officer.
The chapter shall be managed by the board of directors of 11 members. The 11 members shall be elected from among the chapter membership during their annual meeting.
The immediate former president shall automatically become an ex-officio member of the board of directors but without voting rights.
Chapter officers. The newly elected members of the board of directors shall be composed of the chapter president, chapter vice presidents, internal, external and technical, chapter secretary, chapter treasurer, and chapter auditor.
Board of Directors. The Board of Directors shall have the power to act for and in behalf of the chapter in accordance with the IIEE Constitution and By-Laws, however, they shall act only as a body. The board shall be responsible for planning the program and activities of the chapter.
Chapter President. The chapter president shall be a BSEE graduate and shall be the executive officer of the chapter and shall exercise all the powers and discharge all such duties regularly or continuously inherent to his office under the IIEE Constitution and By-Laws or other duties as may be required by resolution of the Board of Directors. The chapter president shall preside over meetings of the Board of Directors and chapter membership. The chapter president, with the approval of the board of directors, may create committees for certain purposes, appoint an executive secretary and any other personnel that may be necessary in the execution of the chapter's program.
Chapter Vice President for Internal Affairs. The VP, Internal Affairs shall exercise and discharge all the powers and duties of the chapter president in case of absence or disability of the latter. He shall assist the President whenever necessary, especially on matters pertaining to the internal affairs of the chapter, especially the membership.
Chapter Vice President for External Affairs. The VP External Affairs shall exercise and discharge all the powers and duties of the VP Internal in case of absence or disability of the latter. He shall assist the President whenever necessary, especially on matters pertaining to the external affairs of the chapter, especially coordinating with government and non-government organizations which the chapter has dealings.
Chapter Vice President for Technical Affairs. The VP, Technical Affairs shall exercise and discharge all the powers and duties of the VP External in case of absence or disability of the latter. He shall assist the President whenever necessary, especially on matters pertaining to the direction and coordination of all the technical activities of the chapter.
Chapter Secretary. The Secretary shall be in charge of all correspondence and records not pertaining to the office of the Treasurer. He shall issue notices of meetings, prepare the order of business thereof, prepare the minutes of the meetings of the chapter and of the Board of Directors. He shall perform such other duties as the Board of Directors may require of him.
Chapter Treasurer. The Treasurer shall take charge of all the books of accounts of the chapter, shall collect all fees and dues from members and deposit them in a bank that shall be designated by the Board of Directors. He shall make only such disbursements as may be authorized by the Board of Directors and approved by the chapter president. He shall keep all his books of accounts open for inspection by any member. He shall remit the membership dues to the national office.
Chapter Auditor. The auditor shall audit the book of accounts of the chapter before the end of the year or as may be directed by the Board of Directors and shall submit a report to the Board of Directors his findings and recommendations.
from IIEE Manual of Operations for Chapters with Amendments.
There's only one institute, no one else can substitute. There's only one